Oh, we're about to have so much fun. Come on.
We're going to dive into the creator process here. There's a few creators I want to share with you. A lot of the time, y'all ask me, HINDZ, who do you like to view? And I'll be honest, I am very picky with whose content I consume. But this first creator is somebody that actually inspired me to get on YouTube. And she has such a great level of production, her message, her voice, and all in all, the videos are art. When I discovered her, I was like, wow, this is it. You understand? Like, I think she's quite amazing. And she did a video on the creative process, which was perfect. I almost thought about doing something similar, but I was like, you know what? She nailed it so well that we're going to react to it and then talk about it. So let's get into it. Oh, and her name is Kat.
Start writing. Be over-optimistic. Be bold and change the whole script so that it has more dialogue even though you have no experience in dialogue writing whatsoever. Rewrite. Realize it's not working. Scrap the whole thing. Start fresh. Realize it has now changed from a 5-minute comedy into a 30-minute long science fiction film. Waste some time. Add even more dialogue. Waste some more time. Go into...
This is literally what I did this morning before before starting this video. I literally did this. I was wasting so much time. I'm like doing so many different things. I'm like, oh, I'll do this. I'll turn on this YouTube video. Okay, we'll get back into it. But she's just so correct.
A writer's block. Realize it's not a block. You're just shit at writing. Blame everyone who's willing to answer the phone for your life failures. Continue writing. Scrap the whole thing. Stare at the wall for 3 days. Start fresh. Scrap the whole thing. Check if there are any job vacancies at Faroe Islands. Continue with your...
Yo, I love when people have a message and a comedic flair as well, because let's be honest, creative process will have you doubting yourself and be like, oh shit, maybe I gotta go get a job. Let's get back to it.
Admiration for walls. Slowly realize that your first draft was the best one. Frantically search for a copy of the first draft. Realize you ate the handwritten version and you overwrote the file. Fail to accept it's gone forever. Try recreating it from scratch. Drink 247 coffees. Stay up for 3 nights in a row. Go into a mental breakdown. Things will start to go suspiciously well. Continue writing. Finish. Rewrite 4 more times. Film. Edit. Wait 8 hours, 39 minutes and 16 seconds until the render is finished. Don't post for the next 10 days because you feel it's trash and nobody will like it. Post. People love the video. Take a break. Realize you can't take a break because you enjoy filmmaking too much. Don't learn from experience and continue with the overwhelming self-doubt. Repeat. Hi guys.
Literally amazing. She explained the creative process so well. It's a roller coaster. You understand? First off, go subscribe to her. Her name is Kat Nappy. I'm not going to try to say her last name. I don't want to butcher it, but her name is Kat, an amazing creator. And she explained this so well, right? The creative process is full of emotions. It's a wave. It's not always perfect. You could be sitting on an idea for weeks, trash it, come back to it. And I go through this pretty much exact process every single video. I'm not gonna lie. Every single video, I go through that process, come up with an idea. Oh no, that sucks. Come back to the idea. Oh, love the idea. Question if it's even good. Post it. People love it. I'm like, oh shit, yo, we out here. And then you realize you got to make another video. You understand? So when we're creating, we can't get addicted to the high points at all. Like you have to realize that this is going to be a roller coaster of a journey. But I find when we can embrace the creative process, we can actually embrace life a little bit more as well. When I'm going through tough times in life, I often remind myself of my own creative process. And even when I'm hitting a creative block and I am stuck, I remind myself that a breakthrough is about to come. Because there's always a breakthrough. Every time I make some music, it starts off sounding horrible. Then I'm like, oh, you suck. You're not a musician. And then I put a new sample in. Okay, I get a new sound. And then I'm in a rhythm. So when I'm struggling in life, when I'm hitting like a down point, I do the same thing. I'm saying, you know what? Right now, it's just a little bit of a block, but a breakthrough is about to come. And the creative process has so much to offer us. I say to me, like for me, my creative process is a form of prayer. It is a spiritual practice. And Kat just nailed it right there. Go watch that video for yourself anytime you're struggling with your creative process or just need some inspiration, because it will bring you back to your center and allow you to realize like, oh yeah, these creative blocks, this self-doubt, these questions, this procrastination, that is a part of the process, right? I procrastinated before doing this video, and now actually I was supposed to do this video. Today's what, Friday? Yeah. I was supposed to do this video on Wednesday. Today's Friday. The creative process.
Let's get into my next favorite creator, current favorite creator. Now, this person, I feel like I'm announcing somebody who's about to come into an NBA game. But our next creator needs no introduction. Now, she's multi-talented. She does production, like videos, sound, design. She creates her own vibe. She's spiritual. She got a great relationship with God. She's beautiful. She got it all, and she's just herself 100% of the way. And she inspires me on the daily. I love it. I resonate with her on so many levels.
And she posted this video talking about how she's never experienced burnout. And I clicked so fast because, yeah, your boy has burnt out multiple times. You understand? Like, I'm a father, run a business, doing all this creativity. I've burnt out, and it's not a badge of honor either. And when she said she's never burned out, I was like, yo, let me go peep some game, because I believe her too.
A lot of people ask me how I do so much and how I'm always coming up with new ideas and this, that, and the third. I don't think I've ever experienced burnout.
See, let me actually give a little bit of context to this. She says a lot of people ask me, how I put out so much and come up with so many ideas. I have literally thought that as well. Now, I'm somebody who I put out a lot of content into the world, like even during the pandemic, podcasts every single day, YouTube videos coming out, micro content. So I've done a lot of content, but I've looked at her and been like, yo, her output is crazy as well. She'll be on Twitter, mad tweets, dope tweets, funny tweets. And then I go to Instagram, boom, boom, boom. She got 5 new reels. Come to YouTube, boom, 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 3 videos. I'm like, yo, she's just steady creating, you understand? And she's always evolving. So I've questioned as well. It's like, yo, she's moving. And what I love about her is she's a multi-talented creator. She does everything herself, the sound, the design, the production, everything, just like myself. But she's amazing.
To be completely honest, I don't think I've ever gone a day without creating.
See, what do I always say? Create every single day. Make it a part of your lifestyle, right? Just like you go and get a little bit of movement in, you go for a walk, maybe a workout, you brush your teeth every single day. You can create every single day, even within 15 to 30 minutes. This is how you develop those creative muscles, but also nurture your spirit.
And I think burnout happens when we are trying to constantly fulfill this ideal that our art and our creativity has to be high quality. So we're constantly putting out hit after hit after hit without ever taking the time to just relax and create for the sake of creating.
I actually fell into that trap over the past year, you understand, because I had so many requirements. I'm on Sirius XM with TikTok radio. I have these YouTube, we have sponsors, doing the podcast a lot. There's so many deadlines that I had that I left no room to just create for myself, just to create for the sakes of creating. And because I had so many demands, in my mind, every single thing, had to be ready for publish. But creativity is beautiful when you don't even publish, right? When you just create something, you let it sit, then you come back a week later with a new perspective and a new view. And that's something that I've had to bring into my process again, is creating for the sake of creating. You understand? It's a very tricky space when your hobby becomes your business as well. Like, as much as I just enjoy to come here and sit down and talk with y'all, there's another layer behind the scenes that I have to take care of. It's a business as well now. We're going to be bringing out so and I do everything myself at the moment. So when she said this, it brought a lot of value, and it's actually a really good affirmation for me, because I was like, yeah, it's what I'm experiencing now. And having her say it was like a reflection. I believe human beings, oh my God, I could talk so much. I should just let the video play. But I believe human beings, like, we are reflections of one another. You understand that we can learn so much from each other when we remove our ego, our pride, you understand, and we allow to receive. So let's receive more of what she has.
And I think when people burn out, it's because they're not giving themselves more grace to just flow with their creations. When you're trying to force good shit to happen, you're gonna keep hitting them roadblocks because you're not flowing. You gotta flow with your creativity.
You gotta flow with your creativity. She flowing right now. I love it. Just in a vibe. So dope.
And a lot of people say that creativity is a muscle. And think about when you're working out in the gym and you're doing all these reps, whatever. You go home, you're mad sore. You're not gonna go home and work out again. You're gonna go home and rest. Watch some TV, massage out the knots. Listen to your favorite songs, chill, eat some good food. You're not constantly lifting the weight of your own greatness.
You're not constantly lifting the weight of your own greatness. I love that. For everybody out there who does YouTube or any type of art as a profession, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be great every single day. Especially when it comes to content creation, our output, right, is, people want content every single day pretty much. And this was a big key for me, because that's what I was doing. You understand? I'd come into the studio, lift my creative muscles, then come home and be like, I gotta edit. Like, there was no grace in my process for a while. I was simply just pushing. And she's right. If you went to the gym, you would never do that. You wouldn't go to the gym and then come home and overwork yourself. You're probably actually going to have a day of rest in between. You start to really do, a hard workout again. So I believe what she's saying, right? This is the perfect way to have a sustainable creative process, instead of creating like boom, 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 boom one day and then not creating for 3 months. Or, a lot of you have been trying to be consistent on YouTube. Maybe for a month you create videos and then you disappear for 6 months. You disappear for 6 months because there's a hole in your process, a leak in your process. And there was in mine as well. Now I'm finding a really healthy rhythm and finding new ways to shoot my videos where I don't have to lift such heavy weights or lift the greatness. What did she say? I don't have to lift my own greatness like that every single day, because it's exhausting. And then you'll start to resent yourself, and you'll start to resent your own creativity and the process. And when you start to resent the creative process, what do? You stay away from it. You stop creating. And I'm sure some of us have been there.
Creativity being a muscle, the part where you're massaging out those tense muscles and you're resting and you're recuperating, that's when you can make the random stuff, the stuff that doesn't make sense, the low quality stuff, the stuff you would never show anybody, the stuff that's just for you.
Super important, right? Low quality art, the things that you're not going to show anybody. And not, again, I don't believe in taking big breaks from creativity, because for me, it never really serves me. It actually just builds more procrastination. So she's right. Even if I'm taking time away from my commitments or, the bigger projects, just playing around with sounds or playing around with other things and just still getting that energy and motion, but no deadlines, no attachments, just, creating for the sake of creating.
And to just be chill with your art and your expressions. And that's how you stay in your flow of inspiration and in your flow of creativity, by just going with it gently. And then when it's time for the big waves to come, the big waves will come.
You see that? So creating a sustainable lifestyle around our creativity, right? And then when those big waves of inspiration come, you're already in motion, so you can step into it and ride that wave, right? But trying to force those big waves every single day, what's going to happen? You're going to drain yourself. And this is what happens for a lot of us. We burn out, we stop, and then to get back, right? To get back on that bike, to get back in the water, it takes so much energy. We have to move past so much procrastination and self-doubt that what do? We're idle. We don't move. So she's giving us information here.
And even when you are creating like the low quality stuff, the random stuff, whatever, I feel like that's creating. It's getting rid of all the ideals that you don't need, all the ideals that are like not. It gets rid of that, and it makes space for your really, 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 really good creations. It makes space for those hits.
In one of our last videos, we talked about give yourself the space to make mistakes, right? So give yourself the space to make bad art, right? It's getting it out of the way. Get the bad ideas out, right? If it's a bad idea, don't let it stay here. Express it, right? Because the bad ideas may be getting in the way of the good ideas. So at least if you make it and then you're like, oh, it's not that good, it's out of the way, you understand? And you can get closer and closer to those bangers, to those hits. And yeah, she's on point here.
So in between every hit, take a break.
Let's take a break.
Now, I actually have a course that you can check out to help you get started on creating content from a place that is a true reflection of your spirit. And you could check it out on Skillshare, who is our sponsor of the day.
Now, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore.
I was interested in joining Skillshare simply because I'm a fan of constantly learning and fine-tuning our crafts, which allow me to have a deeper understanding of my creativity and myself.
I've learned from creators like Ali Abdaal and Sorrel, and in my course, we journey through creativity as a tool for personal development and growth.
And bonus, Skillshare is ad-free, so you can stay in the zone, stay focused in your flow state. Exploring new skills and new premium classes are launched every single week, so there's always something new to discover.
So I would love for you to check out Skillshare, especially my course, because I believe our highest form of nutrition is in our expression.
So let's hook you up. The first 1,000 people to use my link in the description box or use my code will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare.
Please, check out my course. Everything we're kind of talking about in today's video is kind of packaged into that course. Having a mindful perspective and viewpoint into our content creation. Great for beginners, great for anybody that just needs to fine tune and realign their creative process. Let's get back into Gazelle, and then I think we're going to we'll see what happens after that. We just chilling today, best friends type of vibe ting and chill.
Every morning or every night or both. Sometimes I wake up, I'll hop on my laptop and I'll make music, and to me I'm good, because I'm basing that off of what I know. To someone who's been doing it for 15 years, 5 years, I probably won't be good to them. And that's fine, because I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it for anybody else, for myself.
So good, right? So key. That happens a lot of times. Like, I bet some of you have made a video or, a song, and then what you do is you compare it to somebody else. You compare it to somebody who's made videos for 10 years. You compare your song to Alicia Keys or Beyonce, you understand? And now you're taking all the value and excitement away about the fact that you created something, you understand? Like, be happy with the stage you are at. No, there's always growth, right? There's always room to grow and evolve, but get excited about what you created and stop comparing it, right? If you're gonna compare it, only compare it in a way where you can say, oh, okay, there's ways I can get better still. That's exciting, but this is amazing still what I've done. And this is a big switch because, a lot of people later in life, let's say you're like later in your 20s or you're in your 30s or beyond, you may be like, oh, it's too late for me. You understand? Everybody else my age has so much more experience. For me, it's going to take me so long to get good. Don't focus on that. Stop comparing yourself. It's not for them. It's for you, right? And she's dropping gems here, y'all. This video was 53 minutes. This video is that she dropped. So we're not going to go through the whole thing. I want you to go to her channel, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. I believe she's at 3,000 subscribers. I'd love her to be at 5,000 after y'all go and subscribe. So I need 2,000 of you at the very least, to go subscribe to her. Let's keep going.
Well, first it started with me doing poetry. So the poetry turned into music, which turned into me just speaking, and then me speaking over music in the podcast and the videos and the films and all this. Like, I want to just do so much more.
I resonate. That's like me too. There's so much I want to do. That's this life, of being a creator, right? Like, you have ideas and bringing them to execution is key. And if you're like myself or Gazelle here, you're probably somebody who wants to do it all yourself, right? Because you're like, it feels really nice to have multiple abilities to be able to bring your exact vibe to execution, right? Because I have sound design skills and, video production skills and, other type of skills, I'm able to fully create my own vibe without the help of others. Now, help is amazing, right? Help is great. Teams are amazing. You need teams to like bring things to the next level. But I love being able to just create by myself. It's a healing tool. It's my form of prayer. So, yeah.
And I can't if I am constantly burnt out and not giving myself grace. And I'm saying all this but my therapist, she keeps telling me that I need to rest more.
People be telling me I need to rest more too. And then so here's something funny. When I took a month off of YouTube, what did I do? I still created. I just didn't share anything. And it was really nice. I'd come to the studio and just focus on color correction all day, or I came to the studio and I just be dancing to I'm a Piano. And then I turned one of those into a video for Instagram, and it got like 2.5 million views. Actually, it's my biggest video on Instagram that I posted on my account. I've had other videos get like 17 million, 20 million on other people's accounts because people take my videos and post them and they do wonders. But on my own page, 2.5 million. And I realized the reason why that piece of content did so well was because I had so much fun creating it. I didn't even mean to create something for the internet. I just had fun creating. And then I was like, oh, hey, this is really fun. I should share it. Boom. 2.5 million views, shared so much. It's like hundreds of thousands of likes. It's crazy. And that's, to me now, is like my recipe is it fun, right? Like, if I'm about to make something, I'm like, is it fun? And I'm trying to stay committed to that because, that's where the greatest of content comes.
I'm not the type of person that can just sit and watch hours and hours and hours of television. Like, I'm either gonna get bored, pick up a book, do something. Like, I can't I always, if I'm not consuming creations in small amounts, like, you know, watching my favorite shows and my favorite YouTubers or scrolling Instagram or TikTok, if I'm not doing that, I'm making something. And
something I want to focus on here is that you can tell that she's in her childlike spirit. Like she's really happy, you understand? She's excited and she's in a full-on vibe. Like, that's beautiful.
what kind of song do I want to make?
So she's about to make a song. It says, join me in my creative flow state while I attempt to make a song, a really low quality song. So we're not going to play this because I want you to go to her channel and watch this for yourself. It's a very long video, but notice what she says. Join me in my creative flow state while I attempt to make a song, a really low quality song. She's not going with the intention of making a banger, a #1 song for Billboard or anything like that. She's just like, you know, her energy for the day may be a lo-fi day, you know, not tons of energy, just to get the energy, emotion. And the problem with a lot of us is we put so much pressure on ourselves to make something good instead of just saying, hey, today I'm going to make something that's, you know, just of low quality. And you may surprise yourself and still create your best work. Yeah. So
I want to make a beat because Gazelle inspired me, and why not, you know, probably make something lo-fi as well, something that's, you know, not even that great, because whatever, who knows if we have greatness within us today. But the whole point is just to get the energy and emotion. I got some samples here. Oh, I like that. Got a bunch of samples that I've looped up. I love this keyboard, the little Lumi keyboard. It illuminates, you understand? Illuminates. Oh. Okay, I like that. No. I like it. Chap! I like it. Oops. That wasn't even the right key. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna look for some drums. I get this set up a little bit easier. Awesome. Let's find some drum loops. Hey, it's kind of nice. You see how we already have a bop? Like we barely even done anything. Just a couple loops, samples. None of those. I like that because of the little fluttering sounds. I think that's the one. Let's put it in there. Get some more melodies in. There we go. That's it. So we're gonna record that and just see how it sounds. Sounds like we're on like a journey or something, you know? So cool, so cool. I like it. I'm actually liking this. Like I thought we were gonna make something really bad, but I feel like this is actually all right. Give me some more sounds. That's cool. Sounds like marching, and like and we just said that this sounded like a journey, so I feel like this gives energy to that journey. Like we're walking together, right? So cool. The cool thing about the plugin that I'm using is you throw a bunch of samples in and it loops it and it just repeats it. So it's a quick way to get ideas out. And then after what I'll do is I'll go in and get like, you know, real down to detail, you know, chop my samples, add new instruments. You know, I love playing with my voice and like creating percussion like Timbaland. We do whatever, but just to get ideas flowing quick, because especially I find with like music, it's like the quicker I can get something going, the better. Perfect. This is Vibe Ting. Yeah, this is Vibe Ting music for show. You know, this is gonna be our own genre. Let's get like a melody going. Let's try to find a new melody. Open up this plugin. No. Perfect. Okay, I think we got a little vibe here. Very like, I feel like I'm walking through a thick forest. You know, it matches the ambiance of where we are. It's our energy. It's a reflection of our spirit. I love it. Just making things, even if it sucks, even if it's bad. If I post a video and it's bad, my apologies. It's just a part of the process. But I have enough faith that you will give me the grace to know he's just creating, he's expressing himself, and maybe today won't be my banger. Maybe next week won't be my banger, but guess what? We will have a banger and we will grow, because I believe as creators, the more we show up as ourselves and, you know, we're vulnerable with our creativity and we allow people to see our expression, or we just allow ourselves, you understand, to express, I believe that's how we have a more creative world and more people express their creativity for the right reasons, right? Not for the attention, right? Because the attention comes and goes. And if you do it for the attention, it's not going to be a part of your lifestyle. You're not going to receive the true gift that creativity has to offer you. But I believe the more creators that we have, the more beautiful of a world that we have. As creators, as artists, we have this ability to look into the world, see problems, and create light out of it, right? Comedians can take such controversial subjects and, you know, trauma and make a joke out of it. Musicians can bring heartbreak into a record and give a foundation and a song to so many people going through the same thing. Like artists, we go into the invisible world and we create beauty, but every single day is not going to be perfect. But every single day is a part of that process. And thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for, you know, sitting with me while I attempted to make something. And please go subscribe to those other creators if you're not already. Kat has almost, I believe, 500,000. You know, she's amazing. Follow her. Earth to Gazelle, like I said, I'd love like at least 2,000 of you to go subscribe to her, because she's pumping out content consistently. And as a tribe and a community, let me know if you have a channel. Join the Discord, because in the Discord, we promote each other's videos. We tune in. We're creating a creator economy and community in there to support us all. And yeah, I'm excited. So you done know in hindsight, everything is gonna be all right. We powered by Chill. And it's a vibe thing.